In the vast expanse of space, the Galactic Council met in its grand chamber. This chamber, a massive room floating in the void, was filled with representatives from various alien species. They were discussing the latest intelligence reports from across the galaxy. The room buzzed with voices, each species eager to share their news and opinions. The council members were confident in their power and influence. For centuries, they had been the dominant force in the galaxy. They saw themselves as the rulers of space, their fleets and technologies unmatched. The arrival of a new report from Earth didn't concern them at first. A human diplomat named Emily was the one delivering the news. She stood at the edge of the council chamber, her presence almost overshadowed by the grandeur of the room. She wore a sleek, dark uniform that contrasted sharply with the vibrant colors and flowing robes of the alien delegates. Emily spoke with a calm authority, but her words were met with laughter and derision. "Esteemed members of the Galactic Council," Emily began, "I come with urgent news about a new human fleet. It is more advanced than anything you have seen before." The council members exchanged glances. A tall, green-skinned alien with 4 eyes, known as Zelor, snorted loudly. "Another human boast," Zelor said. "We've heard this story before. Humans are primitive and lack the resources to build a significant fleet." Another council member, a slim, insect-like creature named Zaina, clicked its mandibles in amusement. Yes, their ships are likely just old cargo vessels retrofitted with some weapons. "Nothing to worry about." Emily tried to remain composed as she continued. "I assure you this fleet is different. Our intelligence reports show advanced technology and considerable numbers. They are preparing to enter your space." The laughter in the chamber grew louder. "Why should we be concerned about a few old ships?" A council member with a shimmering blue exoskeleton said. "We have seen their kind before. They are not a threat." Emily felt a wave of frustration. She had traveled a long distance to deliver this message and was met with skepticism and ridicule. Despite her best efforts, she couldn't convince the council of the seriousness of the threat. "Perhaps we should prepare for more pressing matters," suggested a council member with glowing crystalline skin. "This is a waste of our time. We have more important issues to address." Emily's warning was dismissed. She was escorted out of the chamber, feeling a mix of disappointment and anxiety. As the doors closed behind her, the council returned to their discussions, completely unconcerned about the human fleet. Hours passed, and the council continued its meeting with a sense of superiority. They believed that their advanced technology and strategic prowess made them invincible. They were confident that the human fleet, if it even existed, would be no match for their power. As the meeting drew to a close, the council members agreed to file the human fleet report away as a minor concern. They planned to continue with their usual activities, dismissing the warning as little more than an attempt to get their attention. Little did they know the human fleet was closer than they realized. Emily's warnings were about to be proven true in a way that would challenge everything the Galactic Council believed about their place in the universe. For now, though, the Council remained blissfully unaware, wrapped in their own sense of security and superiority. Suddenly, the room was jolted by a loud alarm. Red lights flashed, and an urgent message appeared in the center of the chamber. The council members stopped their discussions, their faces turning from relaxed to concerned. The message read, "Unidentified fleet approaching." The council's leader, a regal being with a golden aura named Eris, quickly took control. "Everyone calm down," Eris said, raising a hand to signal quiet. "Let's get more details on this situation immediately." As the council members awaited more information, their screens flickered to life, showing the approach of a massive fleet. At first, the images were blurry and indistinct, but as the fleet drew closer, the screens began to clear. What they saw made their eyes widen in disbelief. The fleet was enormous, filled with sleek, advanced ships of various sizes. They moved with a precision and coordination that was unlike anything the council had seen before. The ships glowed with a blue light, and their design was unlike any known alien technology. The council members' previous dismissive attitudes vanished as they stared in shock. Zelor, the green-skinned alien who had laughed off the human warnings, now looked pale. "This can't be," he muttered, his voice trembling. "These ships are far more advanced than we were led to believe." Zaina, the insect-like creature, clicked its mandibles nervously. "How did we not detect this fleet earlier? This is unlike anything we've encountered." Eris, maintaining a composed exterior, activated a communication channel to the fleet. "Unidentified fleet, identify yourselves immediately." "You are entering restricted space." The response came almost instantly. A human voice, calm and clear, echoed through the speakers. "This is Fleet Admiral Rachel Carter of the United Earth Fleet. We are here on a peaceful mission. Please stand by." The council members exchanged worried glances. They had expected to deal with a minor threat or a rogue group, not a well-organized and formidable force. The realization hit hard. The humans were not only capable of building a large fleet, but they had also done so with technology that was far beyond what the council had anticipated. As the fleet continued its approach, the council decided to have a close-up scan of the ships. The data revealed advanced shielding systems, powerful weapons, and a level of technology that rivaled or even surpassed the council's own. The fleet was not only real, but also incredibly well-equipped. "We were wrong," Eris admitted, his voice filled with concern. "This fleet is unlike anything we've ever seen. We need to reassess our strategy immediately." The council convened an emergency meeting. The once confident and dismissive members were now filled with apprehension. They discussed the implications of this new revelation, trying to understand how the humans had managed to keep such a significant development hidden. The mood in the chamber had shifted dramatically. The council members were no longer laughing or dismissive. They were now anxious and uncertain, realizing that the human fleet represented a serious challenge to their assumed superiority. The previous jokes about the human fleet were now replaced with serious discussions about potential threats and diplomatic responses. As the meeting continued, the council made plans to establish contact with the human fleet and find out their true intentions. The once dismissed warning from Emily now seemed like a crucial piece of information. The council was beginning to understand the gravity of the situation, and the sense of invincibility they had once enjoyed was now in question. The unexpected arrival of the human fleet marked the beginning of a new chapter in the Galactic Council's history. The aliens were about to learn that their understanding of the galaxy had been incomplete, and that the humans they had once underestimated were now a force to be reckoned with. The Galactic Council had never seen anything like it. The human fleet, now floating just outside their space, was about to demonstrate its power. The council members were on edge, their earlier laughter replaced by a heavy silence. They had called for a demonstration of the human fleet's capabilities, and today they would witness it firsthand. In the grand chamber, the council watched as the view screens flickered to life. The screens showed a massive formation of human ships, each one sleek and polished. The human fleet was arranged in a perfect, synchronized line, a testament to their coordination and discipline. The ships glowed with a soft blue light, and their advanced designs were evident even from a distance. The leader of the human fleet, Admiral Rachel Carter, spoke through the communication channel. "We are about to begin our demonstration. Please observe closely." With a signal from Admiral Carter, the fleet sprang into action. The first demonstration was a show of maneuverability. The human ships moved with astonishing speed and precision. They darted in and out of formations, weaving through space in intricate patterns. The council members watched in awe as the ships executed complex maneuvers effortlessly, their movements almost like a dance in the void of space. Next came the display of firepower. The human ships fired their weapons in a controlled manner, showcasing their advanced technology. Brilliant beams of energy shot from the ships, hitting targets placed at various distances. Each shot was precise, and the energy beams cut through the targets with ease. The destruction was swift and complete, leaving no doubt about the power of the human weapons. The council members exchanged nervous glances. The sheer scale of the demonstration was impressive. The human fleet was not just a collection of ships, it was a well-oiled machine with cutting-edge technology. The display of power was both breathtaking and intimidating. As the demonstration continued, the council saw another aspect of the human fleet's capabilities, their defense systems. The human ships activated their shields, and the screens showed how the shields absorbed and deflected incoming energy beams from simulated attacks. The shields were strong and reliable, repelling the attacks effortlessly. The council members were struck by the effectiveness of the human defensive technology. Finally, the human fleet showcased its coordination and teamwork. The ships performed a synchronized formation, moving as one unit. They demonstrated how they could respond to threats from different angles simultaneously, a clear indication of their tactical prowess. The level of coordination and discipline was impressive, revealing the depth of training and preparation that had gone into the fleet. As the demonstration concluded, Admiral Carter addressed the council once more. Thank you for observing. We hope this demonstration has shown you the capabilities of the United Earth Fleet. We come in peace but are prepared to defend ourselves if necessary. The council members were silent, processing what they had just witnessed. The demonstration had shattered their previous assumptions about humanity. The human fleet was not only a significant force, but also a well-organized and highly advanced one. The Council's earlier dismissal of the human threat seemed not only misguided, but dangerously naive. Eris, the Council's leader, finally spoke. We must reassess our approach to humanity. This fleet is a formidable force, and our previous attitude was clearly a mistake. We need to reconsider our strategy and approach towards Earth. The mood in the Council chamber had shifted dramatically. The confidence and arrogance that had characterized the Council's discussions were replaced by a sober recognition of the new reality. The human fleet's demonstration had forced the Council to confront the fact that they were dealing with a powerful and sophisticated force. As the Council members began to plan their next steps, the realization dawned that the galaxy had changed. Humanity was no longer a minor player, but a significant force with the potential to alter the balance of power. The demonstration had set the stage for a new era in interstellar relations, one where humanity would play a central role. The Galactic Council chamber, once filled with the sound of confident voices and dismissive laughter, now echoed with an uneasy silence. The recent demonstration by the human fleet had left the members in a state of shock and worry. The view screens that had displayed the human fleet's impressive capabilities were now dark, and the room's atmosphere was tense. Eris, the Council's leader, paced back and forth at the front of the chamber. His golden aura flickered with his agitation. He looked around at the assembled representatives, who were all deep in thought or whispering among themselves. The once familiar hum of the chamber was now filled with a sense of foreboding. "We have a serious situation," Eris said, his voice cutting through the murmur of conversation. "The demonstration we just witnessed was beyond anything we anticipated. The human fleet is a powerful force, and we must address this immediately." Zelor, the green-skinned alien who had been so dismissive earlier, was now visibly anxious. "How did we not see this coming?" he asked, his voice tinged with panic. "Their technology is far more advanced than we believed. We underestimated them, and now we are facing a significant threat." Zaina, the insect-like creature, clicked its mandibles nervously. "We need to evaluate the potential risks. If the humans have such advanced technology, they could disrupt the balance of power in the galaxy. We must consider their intentions and prepare for all possible scenarios." Eris nodded in agreement. "We need to gather more information about the human fleet and their capabilities. Our initial dismissal of the human warnings was a grave mistake. We must reassess our position and strategy." The Council decided to conduct an immediate review of the data collected during the demonstration. They called upon their best analysts to examine the human fleet's technology and tactical capabilities. The analysts worked quickly, their screens filled with data and holographic images of the human ships. As the analysts presented their findings, the Council members listened with growing concern. The human fleet's weapons were not only powerful, but also highly efficient. Their shields were designed to withstand attacks that would have overwhelmed most known defenses. The fleet's ability to coordinate complex maneuvers and respond to threats in real time was unparalleled. "We are facing a serious challenge," Eris said, his tone grave. "The human fleet's capabilities are beyond our expectations. We must prepare for potential conflict and also consider diplomatic options." The Council was divided. Some members urged immediate defensive measures to protect their own territories, fearing that the human fleet might pose a direct threat. Others argued for diplomatic efforts, suggesting that an open dialogue with the humans might lead to a peaceful resolution. "We cannot afford to ignore the possibility of conflict," Zelor said. "If we are not careful, the humans could become a major threat to our safety and stability." On the other hand, Zana emphasized the need for diplomacy. "We should attempt to communicate with the humans and understand their intentions. A peaceful approach could prevent unnecessary conflict and allow us to find common ground." Eris considered the arguments carefully. "We will initiate a diplomatic contact with the human fleet while simultaneously preparing our defenses. We must strike a balance between caution and openness. We need to show the humans that we are prepared to defend ourselves, but we also seek to understand their motives." The decision was made, and the Council began to implement their new strategy. A diplomatic envoy was prepared to contact the human fleet and initiate discussions. At the same time, defensive measures were put in place to safeguard the Council's territories. The mood in the Council chamber remained somber as the members continued their discussions. The once confident Council was now faced with the reality of a formidable and unexpected adversary. The arrival of the human fleet had shifted the balance of power and introduced a new dynamic to interstellar relations. As the Council members worked to address the new reality, they understood that their previous assumptions about the galaxy had been shattered. The human fleet had proven to be a game-changer, and the Council's approach would need to adapt to this new and challenging situation.